Support the great work of the Strike 7 Sports Saints discussion section by purchasing licensed NFL fan gear. Items range from Saints hats, jerseys, t-shirts, socks, and so much more. We would greatly appreciate it if you would purchase these items from the text link listed below. The revenue generated from today's offer goes into the funding of the Strike 7 Sports platform. Click on the link strike7sports.com/Saints Fanatics. You will be taken over to Fanatics website. Thank you. Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here, Saint Discussions on Strike 7 Sports. In today's video, we're going to preview and predict the New Orleans Saints' upcoming game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The game will be played at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Time at the Caesars Superdome. This is I would say, the fifth installment with the Saints facing the Buccaneers under Tom Brady. If you want to include the playoff matchup as well, you can say it's the sixth installment, but for regular season purposes, it's the fifth installment of the series between the Brady era Bucks and the New Orleans Saints. So the Saints currently have a 4-0 lead, 4-0 lead over Brady of the Brady era Buccaneers. So last year, if you don't recall, Saints beat Tom Brady with two different QBs. They beat him with Trevor Siemian in that first game when Jameis went down, and beat him in the second game with Taysom Hill. So this week, Jameis Winston will finally get the opportunity to play against his former team, and also be able to, avenge, any, wrongs from last year, what went down, or any the previous other years when he played in Tampa Bay and they just decided to go get Tom. So we're gonna start off with the injury reports for both football teams. All right, so with the Buccaneers, we got Brady, full practice on Thursday, ready to go. Pretty much. Mike Evans, calf limited Wednesday, who did not participate on Thursday. Limited participation on Friday. Stats is questionable. Leonard Fournette, he's questionable with a hamstring injury. You got Russell Gage, he's questionable with a hamstring injury. Chris Godwin, he's out with hamstrings, a lot of hamstrings, man. Julio Jones, knee, questionable. Zion McCollum, hamstring, doubtful. Rashad Perriman, game status questionable. Donovan Smith, status doubtful. Tristan Wirfs, questionable. So some of these guys are going to play. Be ready for them to play. Some of these guys will not play. I know for a fact Leonard Fournette will play. Julio Jones might play, but he probably won't finish the game. Godwin's out. Gage will probably play, but he may be out as well. He may leave the game as well. But I think it's more than sure that Julio Jones is going to play in this game. But his hamstring his knee's gonna act up. So we'll see. As for the Saints, we got Cam Jordan. He's out. Cam status is out. Alvin Kamara is questionable. Marcus May, full participation on Friday. Traquan Smith, status is questionable. Dwayne Washington, status is questionable. Jameis Winston, he's questionable. Landon Young, full participation on Friday. Mark Ingram, status questionable, limited. Cameron Throckmorton, participation on Friday. Alana Taylor, game status questionable, limited practice. Paulson Adebo, he's out with an ankle injury. So that would be the second week in a row that Saints will not have Paulson Adebo. And in regards to Alvin Kamara, I thought he would have been listed as out in this game on the injury report, but he's not. Cam Jordan not on this. Cam Jordan being out, that's gonna suck. So that means that Davenport has to bring it, man. Marcus Davenport has to bring it for the Saints pass rush if they want to win this game. For real, they gotta do better from compared to last week with this pass rush. Alvin Kamara, if he can play, great. If he cannot, the Saints are gonna have to adapt. So I'm just gonna go. We're gonna scroll into the keys to victory. All right, so these 3 points right here, man, that I'm looking at. If you the Saints gotta avoid a slow start in this football game and finish strong. You cannot come in this game compared to like last week when you faced the Atlanta Falcons, being coming out flat, not receivers not getting separation. You can't run the football. Offensive line not doing its job. You ain't putting pressure on the QB. Well, the plan from what I read, the goal was never to put pressure on Mariota. The goal was to keep him in the pocket, make him stationary, and not let him leave the pocket. But we saw that when that played out. This week, you're gonna have a whole different offense you facing. So you got to get after Tom Brady in this football game. You cannot come in this game slow, sluggish. You at home opener. You should be able to. You should come in with some motivation. You should come in this game with some motivation. So you gotta establish yourselves some kind of way. That's running the football, hurting Tampa Bay secondary on the outside. The Saints got to establish themselves. Now we all know about the Buccaneers rush defense. It's one of the best in the league, right up there with the Saints. This is a 3-4 defense. They have three really good linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can get after running, that can slow down rushing attacks. You got Shaquille Barrett, you got Levante David, and you got Devin White. Levante David and Devin White are two of the speediest linebackers in the NFL. Devin White can go side to side. They've done a great job of slowing down Alvin Kamara. We've seen it in the past. Now, how they do in this game, if the Saints cannot run the football, expect some trickery in this game by Pete Carmichael. What is he gonna do? I mean, expect Taysom Hill to see some action in this game if they can't establish that running game. With Alvin Kamara if he can't go. And Latavius Murray is serviceable. Is a serviceable back, but he's more of a volume carrier, a volume ball carrier. It might take him a while to establish that rushing attack. And hopefully Mark Ingram is serviceable, is ready to go as well, if he's healthy enough to play. But they're gonna have to figure out a way to hurt this Buccaneers defense. They got three guys on the outside that can um, make big plays in this game. You got Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, and Chris Olave. Also, don't forget about Deontay Harris. And you got, Taysom Hill, the wild card right there. So you got to get all those guys involved. O-line has to do a better job of protecting the quarterback in this game. Or the injuries to Jameis Winston is going to get worse. Right now, he's dealing with a back injury. And I'm more than sure he's going to play this Sunday. It has to be really bad for him to sit out in this game. Really bad. But I expect him to play. But the O-line has to do a better job to protect Jameis Winston. I heard all of the excuses throughout the week on why O-line play was what it was last week. And that's because guys, not having enough reps in the preseason, guys, missing time due to injuries, or just not playing preseason games. This week, that stuff got to get cleaned up. You got to be efficient against Tampa Bay's defensive front. And their defense is a little old in my opinion. A little older. It's an older defense. And if Dallas could have an impact on the Buccaneers offense, I'm more than sure the Saints have. Because if you look at the game between Dallas and Tampa Bay, Tom Brady didn't look all too spectacular in that game. They did a pretty good job of neutralizing him in that game. The Saints have to do that, man. You got David Onyemata, you got Davenport, You got Shy Tuttle out there. You still got Demario Davis. You got Pete Warner. You got Tyrann Mathieu, Marcus May. Marshawn Lattimore. He's still there. You got to deal with and watch out if Julio Jones play. I'm seeing if you watch the game between Dallas and Tampa Bay, they're using him on jet sweeps, crossing routes. So watch out. The Saints are gonna have to watch out for that. They're gonna have to watch out for that. Get a spy on Julio. And it's gonna suck to not have Paulson Adebo in this game. I'm just being real, man. You know, there was a reason why he started over Bradley Roby. This ain't a knock Bradley Roby or nothing, but Adebo is the better corner right now. Bradley Roby is great for depth. He's serviceable, but in his game, man, he has to get it together. Because I know in the last matchup with Atlanta, they picked on him quite a bit. And also the safety, Justin Evans, he needs to be a factor as well, you know. So I think they're gonna figure out a way. I think the game X factor for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is gonna be the way they utilize Julio Jones in this game. Unfortunately, he won't be matched up with Marshawn Lattimore because Lattimore has done a great job of locking him up. But we all know Lattimore's going to be dealing with Mike Evans. And hopefully Lattimore could keep his emotions in check compared to what happened last week, man. That was just out of character right there. Almost cost the Saints the game. But these 3 points right here, with the three keys of victory right here. Avoid a slow start, finish strong, efficient O-line production, and neutralize Tom Brady for all 4 quarters, man. You gotta. I mean, he doesn't have Grunk in this game. He has I don't know if Kyle Rudolph is going to be playing, but you got Kyle Rudolph, Cameron Brate. They're not Grunk, but I expect Brady to try to connect with Julio Jones in this game, man, as much as possible. Because I know, because if Lattimore takes away Evans, he's gonna go to the short to intermediate passing game. Backs, the bubble passes, screen passes, backs catching stuff out of passes out of the backfield. Saints gonna have to be on the lookout for all that. So we'll see how everything plays out, man. Hopefully, man. The Saints haven't, Tampa Bay hasn't beaten the Saints since Brady got to the division outside of the playoffs. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks pull this one off, man. But I think the Saints at home, I think they should be able to get the job done. So, all right. So my final score for this game, I got the Saints winning a close one, 31-27 over Tampa Bay Buccaneers to go to 2-0 and have a early lead in the NFC South. Now, this game could go either way, in my opinion. I think Tampa Bay could pull it off, because they haven't beaten the Saints yet, man. I mean, it's bound to happen, And I want now if the Saints lose this game, is it the end of the world? No. I mean, I won't even be all too upset unless the officials get involved and make a controversial call. That's the only way. But if the Saints lose this game, I won't be surprised. I won't be outraged. But I expect them to win this game. I expect a better start to the game from Jameis Winston. I expect the chemistry between Winston and Michael Thomas and the other two wide receivers to be better for all 4 quarters. I expect that. And I'm looking forward to seeing the matchup between Michael Thomas and Carlton Davis in this game. Because I know last time they played, when Thomas was on the field, Davis did a really good job of locking him up. But we all know that Michael Thomas wasn't 100%. So we'll see how everything plays out. Hopefully, man, they can get a win. They can get a win, man. It's the home opener. First game of the year, first home game of the regular season. Tampa Bay on the road. You've done a great job of handling Tom Brady. Marcus Davenport, like I said previously said, has to step up in this game and bring it. Him and Peyton Turner. Show you work. Show that you're a first round pick. You know, Pete Warner, DeMario Davis, the whole crew got to take care of these guys, man. They don't have Chris Godwin, so they're down a man right there, an impact player right there. Julio Jones, he's only good as he's healthy. If he goes out the game and can't come back in, that's another that plays into the advantage of the Saints. Leonard Fournette, you gotta stop him. Stop him coming from out of the backfield and stop him as a runner. He's that good, man. They don't call him playoff Lenny for nothing. He gonna be right now. He's playoff Lenny at the beginning of the season. So you gotta get a man on him. So we'll see how everything plays out. But I got the Saints win this game by a score of 31-27. So we'll see, and most likely be a post game reaction after the game after the matchup. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. What are your scores for Sunday's matchup between the Buccaneers and the Saints? Also, in the description box below, check out strike7sports.com/Saints for your latest content on the New Orleans Saints organization. Enjoy your night. Be blessed. Peace. I'm out. Who that?